All right, the informant back in the building. So why would Kanye West, Marilyn Manson, and Playboi Carti link up? Now we know Manson is the one that created the lane for making the dark look popular, right? Or dark messages overall, or symbolism in the music, right? Now it's ironic that Kanye West and Marilyn Manson is performing in front of almost what looks like a abandoned church. Straight up gives me like Evil Dead vibes. So we could tell this is almost like a ritualistic scene being performed on stage that a lot of people in the crowd don't even understand what's going on. Now, what's confusing is Kanye West had a weekly gathering called Sunday Service. I'm pretty sure everyone heard about that already, right? So, is he just playing on people's emotions? Because if you could go back to it, Kanye West, one of his first hit songs was Jesus Walks, right? And then right after that, he came out with the song with Jay-Z and Rihanna called Run This Town. And if anyone looks into that music video of Run This Town, it almost gave that same dark vibe of everything is chaotic. It almost was giving a foreshadow of the movie The Purge. Now, it's not really surprising to me that Kanye West linked up with Marilyn Manson because I've seen multiple pictures and videos with Kanye West hanging out with Michelle Lamy. Now, I don't know her exact title in the industry, but for some reason, most of the biggest stars that's in Hollywood seems to be around this woman. And every celebrity that I've seen around this woman, they seem to almost cater to her, right? Whether it's making her feel comfortable, laugh when she laughs, anything that she says that she's trying to come off as funny, they're gonna laugh, right? So it's like she's at a higher position in the industry, but no one could tell what what does she do in the industry. To me, I think she might be like a shaman or like a some type of spiritual leader or something like that because yes, Rick Owens is her husband, right? And not for nothing, this lady looked just as old as she did when she first met Rick Owens. And Rick Owens used to look like he was at least like 22 years old, but she always looked the same. That tells you something. Maybe this lady lives forever, or she found not the fountain of youth, but she just lives forever for whatever reason, whatever sorcery she may be taking part in. I don't know, but this shit is weird. Now, all that face paint that we saw Playboy Cardi indulging in, he got that from Marilyn Manson. And this is what made it so weird because it was like three super villains linking up. And the irony in that is that they all seem to have the same common imagery that they're trying to push out to their audiences. For example, Kanye West, you see the boots that he's wearing, the jacket he's wearing, everything is dark, right? We know for sure Marilyn Manson, darkness is his thing. Playboy Cardi, that's he has horns in his head, everything dark. And it's starting to make sense like they're all moving on code because I saw Kanye West at the Balenciaga fashion show and the way the fashion show was set up, it almost looked like the end of the world. Like they were modeling in dirt and all this stuff. And it reminds me once again of Run This Town because they were showing and depicting that the world will be destroyed or it will just be all out chaos. Now, we all heard about Klaus Schwab, right? That always been talking about the Great Reset.
We need a great reset.
Now, what if possibly this is the plan? They're warning us before the actual destruction for the reset because there's no way all these artists coming from different places, different walks of life, but pushing the same imagery. But we all got to remember they're part of the same industry, the same ecosystem. Now, I'm going to jump back to why would land all these things for agricultural purposes? You know that helps you in so many different ways when you're having tax issues and things like that. If you know, you know. Now, when it comes to dark symbolism within the music industry, Y'all need to let me know in the comments. Do y'all know anyone before Marilyn Manson that was perpetuating this type of imagery, especially with his live performances? That was just super dark. You don't even think that people would enjoy seeing these type of things on stage. But if y'all know an artist before Marilyn Manson that was doing this type of stuff and repping this type of energy, let me know. Put it in the comments so I can go look at it myself and possibly talk about it in the next video. The Informant, I'm out.
I'm an advocate of the Bible. I read the Bible. I grew up in a religious home. But I just don't like the way people have used the Bible to make other people feel guilty about themselves. I think it's a good book. It's a great story. But I think a lot of religion is very damaging to people's lives.
Now, your alter ego, Brian Warner, grew up in Ohio. When and where did he go and why to become Marilyn Manson?
Well, growing up in a private Christian school, I had to wear a uniform and I had to have my hair cut a certain length, and I wasn't allowed to listen to heavy metal music, and I was very afraid of the end of the world because it was a lot of doom and gloom being preached there. So as I got older, I began to discover music and discover art. I found that I wanted to express
in what we call witch language, give you kind of for the spell to work. Being a Christian won't block it. And rock music is not just a song. It is supernatural music that which is carefully designed by their spirit guides or familiar spirits in the form of spells. Now, although the devil's music's power is the music and God's music is the words, much of the songs are written in what we call witch language. Give you kind of an idea. Many of you talk on a CB, unless you know what a smoky is, and a 10-4, and a front door and back door and rocking chair and these type of things. You don't know what you're talking about. Same with witches. When you're in the first and second level, you have to learn over 2,000 words that said by anybody else mean something totally different than when you say them. Elton John has said he's never written a song or sung a song that wasn't in witch language. And I want to show you something. See how many kids in here will be honest and adults. How many remember and have heard at least several times a song called Hotel California?